Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for another video blog. Sorry I haven't been doing my vlogs weekly, but I had to make some time to create my brand new online course about energy, how to have more energy to fuel us through stress, to fuel our dreams, because it takes energy to create and to change. The course is in the process of being done. It takes a lot of work, and I'll keep you posted when that course is ready to launch. But speaking about energy to change, I want to talk about one of the components of changing. And it's a question that I get frequently from my own clients. Why in the process of change it feels so uncomfortable? It feels weird. It feels uncertain and unknown. I call this process of change the bridge of change. So let me explain a little more here. So think about when you are contemplating changing anything in your life. We call that phase of contemplation. You're already aware that things are not working in your personality, on your habits or patterns. Something is not working for you in your life, and you get to that point that you realize, I need to make a change. So that's a phase of contemplation. And then after contemplation, you get into what we call the action phase. The action phase would be when you decide to exercising, you decide that it's time to take care of your health, you decide to hire a coach. So when clients come to me, for instance, they are in a phase of action because they actually hiring a mentor, a teacher, a coach to help them in the process of change. And a lot of times what happens, you get excited about changing and you start applying the tools, the strategies that you might learn by reading a book, by going to a seminar, or if you're my client, you go into that process because you're applying the tools I'm teaching you. So in that bridge of change, what happens? Why it creates discomfort? It's because we are dissolving a part of us. When we have a habit of being somebody, let's say we have a habit to react when people criticize us. Let's say your pattern is reacting towards people who you feel are criticizing. And that's a pattern and you want to change. What happens, that part of your personality, which is not who you are, our personality is not who we are. They're only traits that we get to choose to keep them or to let them go and develop new traits. That's the beauty of being an adult. So when you're letting go of old part of you, there's a period of death actually. Part of your personality, or you might call ego, dies. And the process of letting an old part of yourself go threatens the personality or the identity. That becomes our identity. Let's say you become that person who always reacts. So you say, I am somebody who reacts to criticism. That's part of you. We all have that. I am somebody who gets upset if somebody tells me they kill animals for fun, for instance. That's part of my persona, and actually not going to let that one go because I have a hard time with that. But that's just an example. So when you let a part of you go, you giving up certainty. Or ego, or even our brain loves certainty. We love to predict what's next. So think about when you're letting an old behavior go, an old pattern, you step into this new place of unknown, uncertainty, and you can predict because in the process of becoming the new you, so the old you is you with a pattern that you want to let go. The new you, it's you without the old pattern and with a new pattern. For example, you don't care when people criticize you and judge you anymore. You just don't have a charge in your body about that anymore. You figure out ways with a coach or by reading a book, by doing some personal development, you figure out that was a waste of time and energy. So the new you, that you get here with a big smile, went to this process of letting an old identity go, that reactive part of you go. A part of you, a part of your personality, I should say, died, while a new one is forming. So here in this bridge of change, you experience discomfort, uncertainty, fear. You might say the word, I feel weird, I feel off. And a lot of times, what my clients describe to me is this feeling, I am not sure how to be. And it's even more confusing when this change come from applying very simple tools. I have clients that by simply starting to practice some deep breathing, drinking more water, and moving their body 30 minutes a day, they start experiencing this bridge of change by very simple concepts. So the intellectual mind wants to say, how can simple strategies and simple tools help me to be the new me? So that's even more confusing during this bridge of change that can be, again, uncomfortable. So this is the nugget. When you go into that discomfort as you're changing, change your mindset. Instead of, embracing the discomfort, instead of being afraid of the discomfort, embrace the discomfort. Don't be afraid of the discomfort, the unknown, not even the fear. When you go into that process, actually embrace it. I go through this bridge of change so many times that actually, when I have any of these feelings here, fear, uncertainty, I joke with myself. I tell myself, or even my friends sometimes when they ask, how are you? And I say, I must be growing and going through some changes because I feel a little bit off, but hey, I'm changing. So I actually have a sense of humor around it because, again, anytime you try to change any area of your life, health, fitness, career, finances, relationships, anything, you're going to step into a new territory. A place that is completely unknown. And again, the ego, the identity doesn't like that. So embrace it, because as you embrace it, you actually navigate through this process faster and with more grace. So if you're ready to make change in your life, this is a great time. Don't go back, because what happens with a lot of people, because they don't like this discomfort because of the need for control, they go back. And this is the reason a lot of people fail when they are so close to become the new you or the new self, and or they give up when they very close to achieve their goal, which it brings a lot of those feelings of the bridge of change as well. And a lot of people give up when they're right there. So don't give up. So the message I want to share with you today is embrace that discomfort. Don't give up to the discomfort, because again, you becoming a new version of yourself, or just discovering a part of yourself that has always been there, and you just let go of some, emotional junk that you don't need anymore. And again, letting go creates discomfort. I always compare this letting go with the process of like maybe a snake letting go of the old skin. I'm sure that's uncomfortable. When you see the old skin of a snake on the ground, I'm sure changing that old skin to new skin is probably painful. And it's kind of the same thing we go through. Every time we change, we step in this period of a little bit of discomfort until it gets to be fun. And it can be even fun as you go through the process of change. Again, I have gone through this process so many times, and I just embrace it, and it passes. Remember that any pain is temporary, and pain will only become suffering if you resist. So endure a little bit of pain through the change, because it takes you to that place that it's happier, healthier, and more fulfilled. So that's what I want to share with you today. Thank you so much, and share your feedback, put a comments below, what would you like to learn more, and I'll make sure to make videos to answer your questions, to meet your needs. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.